Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this fine Friday? I'm Joyce Trowbridge with Spill the Bead, that's Soft Flex Company. Today, I'm going to make some dangly earrings with some fun beads that we have and our craft wire. How are you doing? You having a great Friday? Are you ready to kickstart the weekend full of beading? I want lots and lots of beads, right? Hello. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Kim. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you all? And Dana, good to see you on here. It's good to see you all jumping on. Hi, Margaret. Hello, hello. Good morning. Who caught the live sale yesterday? We had a fabulous live sale with a chock full of 120 items, lots of fun pieces that can be used in so many different projects, from gemstones to check beads. They're wonderful. The sale goes on. If you missed it yesterday, we do have the sale going on until Sunday evening, Sunday night, like midnight, I think. Thomas has the link in the comments there, so you can find that and shop it. Hello, Sandra. Welcome. Hi, Stacy. There's some great finds in there. Some beautiful gemstones that Mike Sherman picked up. Some check beads that are great staples, and some one-of-a-kind pieces. Things that Sarah and her family picked up in Tucson. Some great stuff there. If you are, and then if you haven't already, get your hashtag spill in the comments to enter. We're going to have a drawing. I have been taking a page out of Rosa's book and curating little tiny giveaway sets of little fun things that are similar to what I work on. So it's you can make something too that's similar to what I make on Spill the Beads, and all you have to do is hit hashtag spill. At the end of this live, we are going to announce the winner. You must be present to win. We'll give you about 3 minutes to pop on there to claim your prize, and if you don't claim your prize within 3 minutes, we'll draw another person. So please speak up when you hear your name. I know that there's sometimes a delay, so we're going to give you a little bit of time. So let's get started. Who's ready? And then, what we have we have a good little sale going on the closeouts, right, Thomas? Now let's spill some beads. I got some beads out. I'm going to make a pair of earrings. I love making dangly earrings. And that is what we're going to do. And I think there's a great little sale on our closeout sale going on, and you can find little things that I think would work really great with this this project. Let's get me on solo layout and let's see. And hopefully this will. It looks fuzzy, and we're going to see if we can get it to focus on the beads better. I have a couple layouts here that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a shorter version right here, and then I'm going to do a longer version because I love long dangly earrings. So we're gonna go for both, so you can kind of see the difference. I have some of our melon drop right here. This is the frosted clear with the silver lined. I have some leftover beads from my kit and a simple cut in the blue for this one. And I'm going to be using 18 gauge wire in the soft flex craft wire. And 26 gauge. You don't need to have 26. You could do 24. You want something thin though. And you can also do this piece with 20 gauge if you don't have 18. And then on this one, I have the boho in the light, I think it's the gray stone blue wash boho flower, some rolla beads, the little birdie coin in the turquoise, and then the faceted drop in the black and bronze. And then for that one, I'm going to use the vintage bronze in the 18 gauge and vintage bronze in the 26 gauge. I could do copper too, but I just kind of think that the vintage bronze is going to give it a little bit more antique-y look, which is what I'm looking for in there. So while you're checking out all the fun things, we can, I'm going to start with a small one. Check out our sale and the closeout. You can grab some of those beads also. I'm going to be using round nose pliers, chain nose pliers, and a pair of cutters. Plus, I have a marker because I'm going to use this to form the wire. Well, sure, that is a bummer. We're going to have to figure out what's going on there. I'm sure Thomas will take a look at that. Hello, Jenny. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Oh, so great to see so many friends. So I'm going to pull off a piece of my 18 gauge. Now, what I want is something like that is big enough. I feel like this is a good size, but maybe I want it a little bit bigger. But I'd rather make it smaller, and it's easier to make it bigger than make it bigger and try to make it smaller. So I'm going to use this as a guide. And then I'm going to take, and I'm going to just, find something that the size that you're wanting. And I'm going to wrap this around and coil it around a few times, more than I think that I need, because it's going to loosen up for one. And I'm going to be cutting it down as I go. So I made a little coil. And I'd rather make extra of these than, yeah, that's going to be perfect. I'd rather have extra than not, than having to try to make another set. So I'm cool with this. I'm going to start by cutting off of this flat part right here and go straight to where it is rounded. And I'm using the flat side of the cutter towards there so that it makes it a nice flat cut. Now, I could, if I want to make these really even, this is like making your own jump rings in a way, and I'm making just really large ones, and that's why I like the 18. And I'm going to just cut that flat. So now I have a nice flat cut on both sides. This side now has a little pointed cut, so I'm going to cut that little teeny bit off. And then I'm going to do another one. And these ones worked out pretty good, so I don't have to worry about the rest, but I have enough there to do another two. So I like making these components at the same time, even though I'm only going to make the one earring right now, because I want to show how to do the the other version too, which is similar. Just going to be more dangly. I just want to do them both. I couldn't decide which one I really liked the most. Jenny, I'm so glad that you're able to join us even for a short period of time. Hi, Gina. Hello, Lanka. Oh, Teresa. It's so great to see everybody on here. Hi, Debbie. It is a great Friday morning having everybody on. And now I'm going to turn up. I'm going to curl these up now. Do one on that side and one on the other side. And because I made these even, these should even out. I got both there, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Okay, so now they're kind of like a little bit more rainbow shape instead of round shape. So I am going to kind of shape that around a little bit again. Here's my marker. Make sure I can. Oh, nope, that one's. I got to go a little smaller, I think, to do that. I'm just going to do it with my hands. I'm just going to close that up a teeny bit because I want just the space for my bead. Just bring those just a little bit closer. And take my chain nose pliers to get all my little wires in place. And I'm making these at the same time so that my earrings will match even though I'm going to make the second pair later. If I tried to make that second one like later all together, I might not be able to get them close enough. So by making them right now together while they're not attached to anything, it's a lot easier to make sure that they're lined up. I'm going to take my 26 gauge now and just a little piece of that off. And I am going to wrap inside this loop a couple times, one end, and I sometimes can't do that with my fingers. My fingers slip, so I'm going to use my chain nose pliers to aim that wire through. And just wrapping about 3 or 4 times. And this is the 26. I like to use 26 or 24 for it because it's a lot easier to get that wrap nice and tight like that. And then I'm going to string on my simple cut that's going in between there. And then I am going to go this direction. And I'm going to wrap around this coil, or this loop. This one's a little longer. It's not memory wire. You could probably do something like that with memory wire. I used 18 gauge craft wire, and I wrapped a piece around a marker, and I just made a coil, and then I cut it down in order to make that shape. And then we're going to snip off this extra wire here. And tuck that little end down by just kind of twisting it with my pliers around. And that's nice and set. And so I have that part right there. Now I'm going to take these two and I'm going to make two little links. You know, this one is where I could probably have grabbed 20 gauge. Let's see, do these fit on here? Yeah, I'm going to just do it with the 18, but I just realized I forgot to grab a thinner gauge to do the head pin part. So 22 or 20 gauge is great for this, but I'm going to just do it with my 18 because I can do it with my 18. Why not? That's what we got right now. That's what we're going to use. Hello, welcome everyone. Oh no, that's all right, Teresa. That's not a problem. We got to jump on whenever we can, right? And I'm going to just make a simple loop here with my 18 gauge. I'm using the 18 gauge, kind of keeping it all together the same. But you can definitely do this part with a thinner gauge wire. And then I'm going to make another one here. And if you want those loops to be, the simple loops to be the same size, I suggest marking your pliers so that you have a spot and you know what they are. Come on, you can go. Your friend went on the other one. Thank you. That's okay. I have more of those, so I could have grab another one. Okay. Make another simple loop at the top. Now, these are going to go hook onto the loop. Typically, when I make earrings, I like to do each stage at the same time on my earrings. Like, so I'd make two more of these and hook the, like I would do each part so that they match and it'll keep them in line. It makes it a lot easier. But for the sake of today, we're just going to be making one. And then oh, whoops. I just realized I forgot something on here. We want to make sure that Either you make a jump ring for the top, or make sure that these loops are parallel, not parallel, perpendicular. So they're facing the opposite direction. So I'm just using my chinos pliers. I'm going to hold onto the loop with one and hold the other one in this direction so that they're now facing in opposite direction. So then I can string them onto my ear wire at the top here. So we have them there. I should have made those loops a little bit bigger. I forgot to make those loops bigger. These beads are a little bit smaller than I realized, so therefore they did not go all the way up. Yeah, they're not hanging quite right. So let's fix that. Let's fix that by switching those back into the parallel and actually making a little jump ring for that. If I made my loops a little bit bigger, they would flow better and that would have worked okay, but I didn't. So let's make thank you. I love spilling the beads. That's what I do. I spill my beads all the time. I'm going to just coil up on my round nose pliers. I'm going to grab that wire and just twist, twist, twist. I'm making sure that I'm twisting all the way around a few times. I only have this small piece, so I'm only making that many right now. And then we're going to, now I don't personally like to cut straight across because that makes like a pinch cut. I like to make sure that I get as flat as a cut as I can. And this one has, so I'm going to cut a little bit off of this one first, just so that I make sure that that cut is flat. Get that little bit off. And then I'm going to flip my cutters around and cut right where they meet. So there's one, and now I'm going to cut off that little bit that's a little funky because I flip my cutters around and then flip the cutters around each time I make a cut so that I always have a nice flat end on the cut. So now I have a nice jump ring here that I can open and attach these two. And nope, let's close that up because I got to close up that ear wire anyway. There we go. And close that one up. And there's the part of my earring. And then I'm going to dangle from that down with the little melon. Yes. Are you a September baby, Gina? Those blues are really pretty, aren't they? We're going to curl up the bottom of my, again, 18 gauge is what I have on hand, so that's what I'm going to be using. And I'm just going to curl that up a little bit, make a little swirl at the bottom. Place my melon drop on. And then I can either have that hanging at the bottom, but I tend to like to make these ones kind of curl around to either the back or the front of the bead. And so I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to place this one on top. Ooh, come on. You can get on there. Let's grab another one. Yep, there we go. And make a simple loop on here. Ah, thank you. I'm so happy to share with you. And then I'm going to open up. And attach it at the bottom. And now I got like a cute little dangly earring. You can put a whole bunch of fun little things on there, little charms, little, you can use this as like a pendant too. I would love to see what you make with this idea if you choose to do it. Please share on our VIB group, Facebook group. When you do, I love seeing it. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of people making great designs there, and it's so inspiring to see. So that's one way to use this component. So then another way to do it is to go the opposite direction. And so that's what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to make a little bit larger because I like a big earring. This one's a decent size earring and I like that, but especially with the summer, I have a tendency to put my hair up a lot, as you saw from the beginning if you were in the beginning. And you could, I tend to like really dangly earrings in the summer because I have my hair up. Oh my goodness, it does kind of almost like, I bet you could make this looking like a Mickey Mouse. That would be so fun. So I'm going to make this one going in this direction, and I'm going to show you how I did that. This is a little bit too short. Well, I'm going to be making a little bit larger version of it with the vintage bronze on this. I know, it'd be fun to have it as a charm, a necklace charm, huh? Ah, thank you, Pam. Thank you. And don't forget, we are having our closeout sale right now, so you can find some little fun pieces that you can make something like this with. Or, oh my goodness, the live sale, if you haven't checked that out yet, our live sales that we do on Thursdays, if you missed out, we do have that again, are going until, you can watch the replay until Sunday, and you can find some really great unique beads or some filler beads to put in those. We got some small beads that are perfect for those little filler beads, you know, and then some really unique beads that can be dangling off of this. Some gemstones. Oh, some of those briolets that we have would be so fabulous to have on there. So this time, because this is a little bit bigger, I'm going to use something, I want to make a bigger hoop. So what I'm going to do is, I have a weird thing that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using the cap to, because I want it to be, I like to kind of use something that is, you know, fairly big to fit whatever that's going to go across. So I'm going to use a cap because that's what I have that I think is about the right size. So I'm going to wrap this around the cap very carefully and make another set. These are going to be a little bit bigger. So this, if this is too big for an earring, it's perfect for a pendant, right? They do shrink a teeny bit down when I do this method of doing it right at, I mean, right now it's bigger, right? But then when I go to make the loops on it, it's going to make it a little bit bigger, so, or smaller. All right, so I'm going to start with cutting any of the like part that's a little bit flatter here. I'm going to cut that part off because that's not going to be as useful. And then I'm going to, again, flip my cutter so that it's a nice flat cut. And there's one. And I'm going to cut a little bit off so that this is a flat cut. Flip it the other way. Now I got two. I got an extra for a pendant. All right, so then I'm going to wrap, make loop, my circles, make my little... Pam, don't worry, you can watch the replay. Or and shop the replay. But yeah, we're back on Thursdays. We took the break for the for the 4th, and then we got back into it. I am using 18 gauge, but you can also do this with 20 gauge. I like the firmness of the 18, but I've used both. And just flatten these. I want to make sure that they're like in the same place. And, you know, go ahead and hammer some of this if you want. I mean, that would be really great too. All right, so I want to make sure that these kind of match so that when I'm ready to do my second one, they're going to match. So we're going to form it right now. Yes, Amy, you definitely can hammer this. Move that off to the side. In fact, I do have my, maybe I will hammer this one just so you can see the difference. So I probably just lightly tap. Okay, this might get a little loud because I'm underneath the phone. I would just lightly tap those just to kind of keep them in the plane. And then when you go to hammer it, don't hammer craft wire too hard or you're going to like mess up the finish, but it will take a little bit of hammering. And so I can do this. I should not talk while I'm hammering. I will, hold on a second. Let me finish talking. Start from the center and then work your way up. And I typically like to just kind of do a little bit. I don't like to do the whole thing. And see, it takes a nice little hammer. And that's going to be the top. So this time I'm going to make it go at the top. And these are way bigger than I expected. So that's kind of funny, but I don't care. I like big earrings. This is definitely going to be more of a pendant for most people on this side. But I'm all about it. I probably could have adapted this size a little bit to that boho flower after all, but I don't know. Or find something else that's closer. But I love this size, so we're going to go for it. Wrapped it around, coiled the 26 gauge around the one ring. Grab the boho. Okay, I don't know. Has anyone else find that with these boho flowers that sometimes it seems like the hole is hiding? I'm like, it's there. I know it's there. And then wrap. Around the other side. Snip that off. I wanted big. I did. I love it. I'm a big earring person, so this is perfect for me. I just sometimes try to tame it down a little bit because I know I go really large sometimes. Too much for most people. But I'm super happy. I'm really excited about this. I'm also going to be pulling a couple of these daisies. Now, these daisies are definitely on our closeout, I believe. Oh, I could be wrong. I don't know. And then I have some black rollas. Um, where's my book? I need one. I need one. I'm like super excited about these earrings. They're coming out better than I expected. I was like, yeah, these will work together. And now I'm like, oh, these are going to be my favorite. I'm going to be wearing these a lot. You're probably going to see these on my next on the next live sale because I think I even know exactly what I can wear with it. Uh, Sometimes that's the part that I gotta think. All right, so I'm gonna make two little pieces with a simple loop. How are we doing? Oh, oh no, these daisies do not like the 20 or the 18 gauge. Do I have my 20 gauge vintage bones? Right here. Let's see if I have a smaller gauge handy. right, I got a smaller gauge. Woohoo, we'll fix that. We'll fix this. We'll fix this. And do a rolla. I'm going to make these a little bit longer because I need these to, instead of just one bead, I need them to come down. Oh, do I have some of the, maybe we add some of the blue too. Because that blue goes well with that. So let's do this. I want these to come down. Further. Oh, that's, I know those were fabulous. They were big, but they were fabulously big. I am all for it. I got these little ones. This is what I'll use. Those will be good. I got these left over from, let's see. That's going to be it, I believe. Yep. 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 I already see it. That looks perfect. And then do a loop on this side. Make a second one of those. I still haven't finished putting everything that I'm going to put on this one, so maybe it will get as big as the book lover earrings. You know what I like about doing these kind of hoopy components is they make a big earring without making the weight. So if you don't do big earrings because you're worried about the weight, a lot of times they're, you know, depending on how many big beads that you put on or what kind of beads you put on, you might be able to get away with doing these because they're not, you know, nearly as heavy as they appear. All right, then there go that way, and then we're going to dangle that. Now, I was going to put the bird. I still want to put the bird. We're still going to do the bird, but I think I'm not going to put them. Ooh, maybe I go that way. All right, so I'm going to go back to my larger, does this fit on my 18? Oh, not the birdie. The birdie does not. All right, so back to the smaller one. We're going to make, again, we're going to do a little spiral. I'm gonna make mine go upside down this time because why not? I'm making everything go upside down. I wasn't gonna do this one upside down. I was gonna actually leave this one right side up, but now I'm kind of like digging the upside down. I want another. And then the birdie. And then we're gonna make a loop at the top here. And I'm gonna do a wrap loop on this one because I want the birdie to kind of stay forward. So if I do a wrap, I can kind of keep that happening. So I'm gonna be very careful here. I could do the wrap and then open up these ones since they're simple, but I'm gonna try to get this all in one thing right now because why not? I can, because I remembered not to finish wrapping my loop. So I'm going to wrap around up here to do the wrap loop. And then what I'm going to do is before I go any further, I'm going to find the front. There's the front. And I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to go to the, oh, wait, we're in the opposite direction. That's the front. That's the front. And then I'm going to bring the wire to the back of the bird between, oh, that was funny. Don't know why that did that. And wrap around between those, and then I'm going to cut it off here. And so that's going to go in the back, and that's going to help the bird stay in the front. In fact, if I was worried about this one doing the same thing, I would probably have gone, once I've wrapped one side, I would have gone behind it and wrapped on the other side, and that would have helped keep it. But this is pretty tight, and I don't think it's going to move as much. So unless it, and then I'm going to just stick the silver ear hook on top instead of finding an ear hook or making an ear hook because I don't have the right gauge to make my ear hook right now. So I'm just going to do it on the silver so you get an idea of what it looks like. Again, this can make a really great pendant if you don't want to do it as an earring. I'm going to pop them on me though. Double the Joyce. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that was kind of funny. Okay, we're going to go back to this in a second. Yes, there's a lot of different check coins you could do with this, right? For sure. Exit solo. Well, you don't need to see my background of my, whoops, I forgot to change that over. Let's go see. Okay, so this is here. I don't know if I could get, and then this one here. They're both pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about both of them. I can't wait to finish them so I can wear them. I don't know which ones I'm going to wear. I think I really want to wear these next week. I think I'm loving that. Loving it a lot. All right. So I see. I like both of them, and I like that you can flip it and it gives it a whole different look, right? Like, which ones? I'm sorry. I never really thought of myself with a long enough neck. But apparently I do. I don't know. But I like them when they go long and touch the shoulders too. And long hair, like in front of long hair, I think it's beautiful. All right, who is ready to see? Who's ready? Who got their hashtag spill in and is ready to see the winner? I'm ready. Let's go share screen. If I remember to do that. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. Okay, let's go. Ready, set, spill. Let's see who's the winner. You got 3 minutes to say hello. And then if you're not, then we're going to move on to the next. You'll forfeit and you'll move on to the next person. Linda Trace Byland, are you here? Are you here? Linda? I hope you are. So in the meantime, while we're waiting to see if Linda is here, please say hello, Linda. Oh, you are. Yay, yay, yay. Awesome. I'm so glad you are here. Congratulations. I am going to put together a sweet little package of beads for you and get those. And they won't get sent out until next week when I go into the office on Tuesday, but I'll have a little prize for you. Excited. Thank you so much. In the meantime, don't forget we have our live sale going on until Sunday. Go shop that beautiful live sale full of fun gemstones and check beads. And also we have our closeout sale going on right now on our softflexcompany.com. You could find some of these boho beads, the little bird coins and the drops that I use, the melon drops and the faceted drops on our website also. And grab some craft wire and make your own pair of earrings or necklace charm. I hope I get to see you soon next week on Spill the Beads or next Thursday for our next live. Don't forget to catch Kristen on Mondays, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, and then our bead parties on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time and 6 p.m. Eastern time. Have a fantastic, beautiful weekend, everyone. Stay cool if you're in the hot areas, stay dry if you're in the wet areas, and stay warm if you're in the cold areas. Take care, everyone. Bye.